Let's go!
It's Let's Go with Muddy Gnomes.
We got the Muddy Gnomes here.
All right.
Chris Flockton.
All right, it is episode 0 of Let's Go with Muddy Gnomes. We are gathered here to promote, to tease the upcoming Let's Go with Muddy Gnomes podcast. In the room, of course, is the original Muddy Gnome, Arjan van der Schoot.
Let's go!
With the gorgeous, who left her pigtails at home today, Stacey Baker.
Yes.
Hello, let's go!
And I am your host and referee for the Muddy Gnomes podcast. I'm Chris Flockton. What is this amazing podcast going to be about? Arjan.
It's, well, the Muddy Gnomes, we're doing an ice bath experience. We take the ice bath on the road so people can try it, but it's way more than that. It's also about life, about leadership, just all the things you want to know to make your life better.
So it's about a lifestyle centered around cold immersion.
Correct.
Mental clarity and focus. And what else, Stacey?
So I see it all as being primarily about when you experience things and get out of your comfort zone, that's when the magic happens.
So right now.
Right now, the magic is happening.
This is it.
I wondered what that feeling was.
It's magic, Chris.
It's magic.
Magic.
Stacey, have you been all the way in?
So I have been all the way in multiple times because the deeper you go, the better it is.
Yeah.
I happen to do I cold shower every day.
Okay.
So for me, it's been more experience with cold showers every single day.
Okay.
But I also hear a lot. I hear a lot of people say that they find that cold showers are way harder than having an ice bath. And that's the whole thing, right? The whole thing is surrendering to the cold and, you're going to be okay. But surrendering to it and then feeling that you're not dying and you are okay. And that's the whole point.
And
Staying
I think
alive.
so too.
Yeah,
right.
staying alive.
And it's also just overcoming that initial feeling of, I got to get out of here.
Right.
This is so dumb. Why am I doing this? I am so uncomfortable. And then that moment that you take a deep breath and you let it go and you realize I am actually in control of an out of control situation.
Wow. So Arjan, talk a little about what your body goes through when you first immerse yourself in the ice water.
When you first get in, it's like Stacey says, your mind says, get out, get out, get out.
Right.
Because, your body thinks it's going to die.
So there's a
You're
bit of a freak out, like falling through the ice in a pond.
There's a tremendous freak out. I just posted a video. It's at the 3 stages of taking an ice bath, and you can really see it well. The first one is shock, because you get shocked. Your breath gets taken away. It's absolute shock. Then after about 20, 30 seconds with guided breathing, we're right there next to you, guiding you. Then you get the relaxation. You get like, all right, I'm not going to die. I'm going to be okay. And the third stage is the jubilation. You come out and you're just raring to go, and it's fantastic.
I'm alive.
And those 3 things is what everybody goes through, and which is why it's so fun to watch, because you clearly see the 3 different stages, and that's amazing to witness.
It is, and it's consistent.
Yeah.
Like I haven't, people who have done it 1,000 times, Arjan, and people who have done it for the first time. And when we stand back and we watch people and we're observing, we can tell others, okay, watch. As long as they start breathing, they'll be okay.
Right.
And sure enough, it's so predictable. It's very predictable.
When was the moment when you decided, well, now I'm going to start doing cold immersion, and now I'm going to build a business and an experience around that? What happened? What happened in your life?
Well, that's a very good question. One Christmas not too long ago, Charn, my wonderful wife, gave me a book that is called Breath by James Nestor.
Yeah, Amy has it. She's been trying to get me to read it.
It's a great book. I'll condense it for you really quick. It's better to breathe through your nose than through your mouth. You should basically only breathe through your nose and only breathe through your mouth when you're talking or something like that. But all other instances, breathe through your nose. Way, way, way better for multiple reasons. In that book, it mentioned Wim Hof, and he is a crazy Dutch guy who does a lot of cold exposure, and he has a whole method around it. And you would think I would have heard of him because he's Dutch and pretty famous.
And you guys all know one another.
Of course
exactly,
they do.
Because, we live on a post stamp.
Right, standing around with your fingers in dikes talking to each other.
Exactly.
Been there.
Yes. Clogs on and everything. So I bought his book and Bob's Your Uncle. So that is where it all started. With the finger in the dike.
And that's exactly the sort of quality, family-friendly entertainment you can expect from the Let's Go Muddy Gnomes podcast. All things cold immersion, positive thinking, the fine art of saying yes, and just a little bit kooky. Coming soon to wherever you get your podcasts. And watch the video pod on the Muddy Gnomes YouTube channel. Also follow us on Instagram and TikTok for all the latest Muddy Gnomes madness. And Muddy Gnomes merch is coming soon to muddygnomes.com. Let's go! I think I pulled something.